My name is Keith Stringfellow. I'm 40 years old. I've been a Muslim practicing since February 18th of 2011. I've been living in Charlotte, North Carolina for approximately 15 years. And I probably break a lot of stereotypes in regards to what Muslims are and what they look like. I originally was born in Pennsylvania, but I grew up in Alabama, so I'm kind of a country boy, outdoors kind of guy. I am a history teacher, so I'm one of those types of people who likes to learn about different types of things, and that's one of the things that drew me to Islam. And I'm discussing kind of what it's like for me as a Muslim in Charlotte. I probably have a little bit of different varied experiences to some other people. I'm actually a Civil War reenactor. Therefore, I'm out doing living histories and reenactments, and I'm around lots of different types of people, other than just a classroom as a teacher. And one thing that sticks out to me especially is last year during Ramadan, our month of fasting, we were in a reenactment locally here at Latta Plantation, and it was probably about 95 degrees and 80% humidity. It was extremely hot that day, and we're out in a wool uniform, and it's really, really difficult, when you're fasting. And in the middle of the reenactment, it kind of was a downtime. It was time for our afternoon prayer, which is called Asr, late afternoon. And I let the first sergeant in charge of the troops in the platoon I was in know that it was time for me to pray. And everyone in my unit is quite aware that I'm a Muslim, and they were quite respectful of that. And they were like, okay, no problem. And so I stepped to the side, pulled out my canteen, I made ablution, which is when we ritually wash and cleanse ourselves before we pray. And I pulled out my prayer rug, and I donned my kufi hat, which is like what I'm wearing right now. And I went ahead and made my prayer. And while I was doing so, in 3 to 4 minutes, I'm focused on what I'm doing. As a Muslim, I'm speaking to God, and I'm, drawing on that strength and cleansing myself as a person. And when I finished, I looked up, and there's 12 to 14 people looking at me taking pictures. And I was like, wow, I hadn't even noticed. And being a reenactor, I shouldn't be surprised, because you have people that are coming and they're speaking to you and they're trying to ask different questions about Civil War and everything else. The topic of conversation that day ended up being Islam. They were like, "You're a Muslim? Were there Muslims in the Civil War?" Which there were. And next thing you know, it kind of takes on a life of its own. And it's really an amazing thing, because we have so many stereotypes that are negative about us and about who we are and what we believe in. But not a lot of Americans have that ability to just reach out and say, hey, you're a Muslim, you're an American, you're like us, we have a similar background. What do you believe in? And I had the opportunity that day, and I've continued to do so. And as a Muslim, as a reenactor, as a citizen of the United States, and as a proud patriot, I'm proud of being a Muslim, I'm proud of being American, and I thank you for the time to let me speak to you.